So the idea that they did this poll online, I guess that's the only way they could do it. Everything now is online. It's immediate. How else do you do it? Can't do it. Elvis Presley is number one. And, of course, now we have electronic ballot box stuffing is what it says, as if that's some kind of a big surprise. Right. The poll is what politicians call a beauty contest, since Time's editors will make the final selection. But the specter of Adolf Hitler as even virtual person of the century was enough to spur some Jewish groups into action, is what it says. See, it's not just me assuming. Yeah. They were all going, "Oi, oi, oi." Those of us that work daily for the benefit of the Jewish community must do everything in our power to stop this, said an email, just with that accent too, she said, to stop this, said an email from a woman with the Bureau of Jewish Education. The attached message said, "I don't think someone who's responsible for the deaths of millions and someone who taught hatred in such an unbelievable way should be called man of the century." Two staffers at the Jewish Federation at the Greater East Bay in California fired off a similar email. Hitler also generated outrage among some with no declared affiliation. "This is just plain sick. You kind of people disgust me," one person wrote. Another said, "Who in their right mind would vote for that raving maniac, person of the century?" And a third said, "If you do that, I'll become part of a crusade to boycott your publication and any subsidiary for the rest of my life." Not that we got any uptight people out there, okay? Because like I told you before, everybody, 95% of the people in this goddamn country are professional fill in the blank, okay? They're professional somethings. And I personally, that's the one thing I just cannot deal with. I can't stand it, is professional anything. People. Let's start singing a song. Where's Barbara with the crossed eyes when we need her? Peephole, baby. That's what we need. Peeping through the peephole. That's what we need. Peephole who are people. Not professional Jews and Goyim and Cubans and Spics and whatever the hell they are. Indians. Who cares? What difference does it make? Get over it. Cut the crap. Just be. Let it be. That would be a good name for a song, you know what? God damn it. Yeah, maybe Oasis could cut it. Russ. And then, of course, this isn't bad enough that they were starting out with the, Ayatollah Khomeini, he got some, Stalin. In the beginning, there was a huge concerted effort by Christians to put Jesus in first place. Then Time magazine ruled that Jesus and Muhammad were ineligible because they didn't live in this century. That did not go down well in some quarters. "I think it is rather irresponsible to take Jesus Christ out of the poll," one woman wrote. "If it was your intent to offend millions of Christian people, then your goal has been accomplished," another woman said. "I will never buy another one of your goddamn magazines or anything associated with your god-freaking damn company." Well, I put that in there. "To think you do not believe Jesus is a real man, I will pray for you," a third woman said. I mean, this is it's just for fun, okay? It's not the end of the world. It's not like we're jumping off a cliff. It's a freaking poll for the cover of a magazine, that's all. The disqualification of Jesus pushed Hitler into the top spot, particularly after Richard Holbrooke, U.S. envoy to the Balkans, was quoted as saying Hitler should get the vote. That brought the Jewish counteroffensive and a similar effort on behalf of Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. But the Rabin campaign was so strong that the slain Israeli prime minister, who hadn't even been in the top 20, was catapulted to the head of the pack in a matter of weeks. But by Saturday, thank the Lord, Presley had overtaken him by a rather large margin. All right, Elvis, we're going to Graceland with Paul Simon, baby. Elvis Presley was the most important person of the 20th century. I think what we need to do is get a whole bunch of butterfly nets and trace those emails, find out where those people are who voted for Elvis with a straight look on their puss, and round them up now before it's too late, before they start taking psychotropic drugs.